The song began to take shape the most at two different points in the creative process. The first point would probably be once I already kind of had a loose demo of the track. We all kind of jumped on it and we pulled everything back, and at one point we were just, the mindset going in was like, how can we do this in a way to where when we play it live, we're going to be able to, we're not going to have to like use a bunch of extra production elements and tracks and things like that. And so that was kind of like one of our jumping off points. We went ahead and started to like demo out the whole song, and I took it and I just like finished the rest of it out. And at the time, while I was working on it, a good friend of mine, Jordan McLeod, he had pointed me in the direction of the Talking Heads. It was a song called Girlfriend Is Better, and I really liked how his vocal on that track, David Byrne's vocal is just like super dry, and there's like a lot of really dry elements, when in contrast to the last project, a lot of the songs that I had worked on and wrote were very verbed out, and I've never really done a vocal that was like super dry. And so we kind of went that route with it, and from a production side of things, so like really dry percussion elements, weird sounds, things like that. So finished out the demo. So that was like the first official like point where it's like, okay, this song's starting to kind of like, we're starting to see the trajectory. Once we decided like we're gonna record this song, we took it to the studio, and the trajectory from there was like the whole time was here, and then we got to the studio and just kind of took off. We tracked the drums, we tracked all of the lead vocals, kept all of the BGVs actually that I did here in my home studio, which is cool. I always like to try and use elements from early on in the recording process, because there's something special about the idea, maybe that was the first time I ever sang that lyric or what have you, or the first time this part was played, that I just feel like kind of adds some magic to it. After that, the bass line completely changed pretty much during the mix process. There was like just the one last little bit of bass line and guitars that needed to be put on the track. Ben tuned the bass down to D instead of the standard tuning. Out of nowhere came up with this bass line, and it changed the whole vibe of the song. It really made the song become what it became.